that mixed up, but we should be starting relatively soon. Where's my race time page? Yeah, we should be. The race has begun in race time. We're just waiting for it to catch up. Chimo, thank you, chat.
Winfox with the save there. Oh, I love the names. LP says vote, boo, All right, so
Said
nothing too spooky yet, but we did find the map to Hyrule Dungeon. 10 arrows and Link's house. Ooh. Oh, the leaves fell.
Yep, welcome to autumn.
That was a gravestone.
Oh yeah, that's different. And if you think that's spooky, wait until we actually kill an. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Killing an enemy is not releasing a ghost like it did last year.
Now we got bombs for tree pools, which is really good. This is still basically a open seed. Singular uncle.
All right, and it looks like the trick or treating stopped too. Or maybe that's just other NPCs. We're not really starting off with any usable gear so far. Just sticks, bombs, and heart containers.
So it looks like we need 7 ingredients. We need Armos, Lambos, Helmasaur, Argus, Blind, Cold Stare, and Trinex. All right.
So Eastern, Desert, Pod, Swamp, Thieves Town, Ice, and Turtle Rock.
So think of them. Yeah, think of them as the 7 crystals.
Ooh.
But we find ourselves a book.
An enforced book, yeah, and that's another thing, as you mentioned earlier in our description, the pendants are swapped, or swapped within the general item pool today, so they're not in a dungeon, or not necessarily on a non-required dungeon boss.
So, to make up for that, we're going to make ingredients during these Festive Seeds crystals and non-ingredients pendants, just so everyone's clear. They're not actually crystals and pendants, it's just what we're classifying them as.
Well, it's not even that. It's that they're not even pendant dungeons. They're just flat out not even related. But yeah, it looks like our runners aren't talking to any NPCs, so trick-or-treating is no longer a thing this time around.
Oh, we get an early lantern, so... Oh, Fire Rod! This is a lit Blind's hideout. I'll see one.
Quite literally. Talk about setting the house on fire. And we are indeed getting an early ped check from Chimo. Here we go.
Again, the pendants are just out there. So we won't know, like, they could be in GT, they could just be anywhere, so... But it's a piece of heart, so, hey, ped's dead at least.
Yeah, that at least removes that possibility of going on a world tour looking for our pendants.
Oh, nice early bottle. That's good while you're in CAC.
Not only good, it's mandatory for this this mode.
True, yep, you need to drink the potion to see the tower. Ooh, and looks like we're about ready to get the bottle of vendor money, too. And the cane!
There we go. All right, now we're getting somewhere at the very least. We have a light source, we have cane, so we basically have the ability to break swamp, well, we can use bombs too, but we can dive her down easily, we can ice break.
Moon Pearl, okay.
That's a pretty expensive 100 rupee artifact. Yeah, I noticed candy is also gone too, so I guess that means the Wonka factory is gone too.
Yeah, it looks like they just want to make something new every year, which is fine.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, and I actually kind of had a tune cooked up for the first few lyrics, but oh well.
I'm glad then. I'm glad. So we're getting a lot of love out there.
Yeah, we can almost pretty much full clear Kakariko. We're just looking for a flute to activate Swag Duck and maybe boots to check library, and that would be nice.
I wonder if it's Swag Bat, like normal. Hey, there's our sword.
Now, if I recall the last year's Festive as well, there were also some minor dungeon alterations as well. Each dungeon had a singular small alteration that just threw runners for a loop, but it didn't change the requirements overall. So I'm wondering if we'll still see that as well.
They added
Or if the
another
real
block
action's
to
just
make Icebreaker impossible since they made Ice Palace Bomb Jump impossible last year.
I don't know. That'd be very interesting. I did miss what was on the library, but
Nothing.
we're gonna get another look soon enough.
Now, last year they made it to where you couldn't Ice Palace Bomb Jump. Be funny if there's no way you can Icebreaker this year.
Unfortunately, chat, I do not know what this track is from. It's been present in all the other Halloween.
It sounds like it's a
Festives.
unlicensed Halloween song that they like changed the tempo of.
I honestly can't be the one to answer that, unfortunately.
Like I've heard this song in like every single Halloween thing out there.
Well, there is with 2C's equipment, you will be able to go ahead and check all of Hyrule Castle. Unless, of course, the key doesn't show up.
I know I like to steal the key and go to the back just to make sure I get the key.
Makes sense. And it was money on the library. It was 300, no less.
Ooh, nice blue mail.
Yeah, given
We're getting some self-store checks.
Yeah, given that we're already getting a few very heavy-duty items for late-game dungeons, the extra defense is definitely going to be important.
What the? This dungeon music.
Spooky.
Oh, Bombo's in the Blood Lake.
So we've gotten literally all the fire powers.
We're going to burn this sea to the ground.
Either that or we're going to burn GT to pieces. Alright.
Oh, bone dorms! They're bones!
Bone dorms. That can't be a good thing. Luckily, it looks like they still die to the sword.
Could you imagine, like, a Oh! The dude's a pumpkin!
Yep.
And we find a power glove.
Alright, so backup escape is now basically in logic no matter what.
Oh, now we also have the mushroom, too. Hey!
2C also just found the red pendant in front of Hyrule Castle.
Alright, well, that's one pendant down. We know it does nothing. Green pendant, though, is a check.
Yeah, we do need to keep an eye out for that, for sure. So Plasma's going to take that glove and go straight for backup escape.
And it looks like Back has our key and nothing else. But we can get to Dark Cross. 2C takes the Death Warp here.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, by the way,
what?
welcome to hell.
What?
Yeah, no, when you die, you go to hell.
What?
And then you can save and continue.
What?
I know, that threw me off for a loop last year when I saw that on the VOD. It was hilarious. But yeah, no, death warping is a little slow in this mode. But it was a hard piece in Dark Cross, so nothing of significance going on over there.
It looks like all, well, it's not even good for anything because we know Pet is dead, but the only thing of major note in Hyrule Dungeon is the pendant.
Yep. Oh my, all those ghosts. I didn't even catch those. You can also see that the guards have decided to get in the spirit as well. Oh, hey.
I'm boots off of mushroom. Okay.
That's a relatively low sphere check.
Looks like we may have a little bit of issues on Leslie Pro's side.
Yeah, a bit of a choppy stream, but we'll sort that out soon. But yeah, so yeah, you talk to the witch to to get that potion once you have all 7 crystals, quote unquote.
Well, again, this could have been faster seed. It could have just been 5 ingredients, or this could have been all dungeons. Ooh, I like how if you check the map, it's just skulls.
And Leslie is taking the Death Orb and will be taking a quick pit stop to Hell. But no, yeah, that anytime I see a runner like just get blindsided by something real quick, like takes even just a small pause, it's like, well, that's something I wasn't expecting, and that's always a good thing to see. Bonkrock's giving us another bottle, this time with some green goo.
Well, we have Death Mountain access right now.
We do. So we can look up top Spectacle Rock, we can check inside Spectacle Rock, we can rescue the old man, so that's only 2 checks, but we do have Lamp, which means we can basically check everything except the boss of Eastern. What are the bats? I just noticed there were purple squares. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm. They're tiles from Tile Room.
Oh, jeez.
I know, the most horrifying thing ever, right? Well, there's our bow you were talking about.
Well, now we can full clear Eastern completely, and we have to do that anyway. Watch out for the deadly giant leaves of doom.
It's fall, so they're falling.
I mean, how appropriate. It's finally cooling off here in the U.S. Northeast.
It's freezing here in St. Louis.
Really? St. Louis, that's pretty far down.
Oh, we get our first Ice Rod Cave check. We haven't seen this from many of the runners.
That is very true. Didn't see anything of note on the old man. I think he just had rupees.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
plasma.
Map check won't save you.
Plasma. You have the ingredient list.
Yeah, so I noticed that with the ingredient list, it's taking a similar turn to the way the Christmas time, the presents handled things. But yeah, Plasma's gonna take that bow and just go ahead and do Eastern. And also, it goes without saying, please don't drink the red water.
That's fruit punch. What are you talking about? Yummy, delicious fruit punch.
Oh, Plasma Kappa talked to the hospital, but I didn't see what the text read. Hold on. I'm gonna check my playback on that one real quick. Did Plasma Kappa check Sahasrara? Maybe not. Oh, it's in the Dark
green
World.
hint is in the Dark World, so it's probably using the same hint system. So any overworld Dark World check could be the green pendant.
Oh, there we go.
No, it's Dark World.
Yeah, the pendants are shuffled. And it looks like looks like Eastern's alteration from last year is no longer present. Last year the bridge was in the second room was altered a little bit, but not the case here.
That doesn't mean there still is an alteration.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes on this one.
Well, this is going on. We're getting some waterfall fairy checks. And that's just money and a piece of art.
Bummer. Fairy's giving us green goo as a fill up. Wait, are we playing A Link to the Past or SMZ3?
Alright. So the Halloween Festive last year made one change to every dungeon and made them a bit more difficult, while the Festive one made one change that made everything nicer. But they may not do that this year. We're assuming they're just going to do everything the same, but they may not. Oh, I would have grabbed that green goo.
Well, really, at this point, Plasma Kappa's really got enough magic to do what needs to be done, so I don't think it's a big deal. A lot of folks are, I'm seeing some questions chat about the overworld glitch that they're mentioning for the, what the heck was it in the description?
There's a glitch puzzle. So they had a glitch puzzle in the Christmas Festive last year. Basically, you didn't have to go into GT at all. So they made GT a giant puzzle, basically.
Fascinating. Tusi's gonna take that book and go full clear desert. Makes sense. Although, I'm not sure if Tusi picked up the boots. I don't think so. I don't recognize this track at all.
Like, I want to say it's a video game, but I can't think of the video game. Doom! Yes, that's it.
That would explain a lot. I haven't played Doom. And Desert is boots locked.
I'm sure it's an overworld glitch off of Death Mountain that you just walk into the room. They just...
So yeah, Tusi's gonna be noping out of Desert.
TC will also be the last one of our race roomers to get the boots.
I haven't seen anything of interest in Eastern.
Alright.
Come again?
Someone in chat says someone's already found the puzzle.
Oh, wonderful. Well, then I guess it's only a matter of time until we see it on our restream.
Does any of these runners run overworld glitches?
I am not sure. Alright, Plasma Kappa's going to fight the Armos Knights.
There was no change to Eastern.
Yeah, the bosses also weren't cosmetically altered either.
Oh, Hammer! That's Dark World access.
Oh my.
And we get the Shield of Armos.
So that's the first, that's first blood for Plasma Kappa.
And with the glove and the Moon Pearl, that is Dark World access as well, so...
So that gives us a few more options. We can now full clear Thieves Town. We can now full clear Pod. Skull Woods is on the table.
Skull Woods, though, isn't one of the required dungeons.
It may not be a required dungeon, but it may still have a progression item. And Chad makes a good point. Plasma Kappa quite literally drew first blood.
Ripped the shield off of one of the Armos Knights.
Yeah, I think the real meat of this run will be when we get to GT. Like, that'll be when the real adventure starts. But it looks like Chimo's going straight for Hype Cave, while Plasma Kappa's just going to do a quick ped check, get that off out of the way.
This is true Dark World.
Oh yeah, it is dark in here, alright.
Alright, Hype Cave time. Sorry for the piece of heart. Very disgusting, real piece of heart with a whole heart. Oh man. The mirror. Oh, wow.
Hype Cave.
Yeah? That's a very reflective cave. I'm just gonna make fun.
Well, I had a reflect joke already, but I can't use it now, so... Oh well. Now, at this point... Mirror, what does that give us? That gives us Hera, and Hammer, that gives us East Death Mountain. So, we've got some options on the table now.
I cannot see what's going on in that Skull Woods right now. That's so dark. But Chimo's going straight for Pod. Plasma Kappa is going straight for Moth. Okay.
And it looks like Leslie has just confirmed hints are still disabled otherwise in the dungeons.
That is an option. You can turn it on yourself if you are one of those that prefer hints. Oh no!
Oh.
Chima lost. Oh, Chima doesn't have the money.
Yes, that might have actually been an intentional hit.
This has been a low money seed.
Yeah, no stun weapon, so we can't check stun price for extra cash, and our tier 1 tree pull was bombed, so that's not going to help. I feel like intense talking about stuff happening with this Doom music playing. Chimo picked up Kiki again, but is still short on cash. And then gets hit again.
Plasma has to wait for the hand to drop down, so it doesn't accidentally get grabbed out of the hole.
Alright, Plasma Kappa electing to take on potentially non-required Mothula here, so... Uh-oh, suddenly this dungeon has been invaded by Gordos.
Mm-hmm. Green pendant on Pyramid. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's actually something else we should point out. The Big Red Bomb is open, so Chimo can check Pyramid Fairy right now if so chosen.
Well, first time Skull Woods out of the way, at least. That's the Big Twain. We get the Eye of Mothula.
Well, unfortunately, we're not looking for that today.
Yep.
It's a nice magic refill, though. And that does satisfy the Dark World green pendant hint. But it looks like 2C's... oh, yeah, 2C doesn't have bow yet, so this is going to be a double dip.
Oh my goodness. Catfish. What did you do? I didn't see. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't see anything fall out of that mouth.
Yeah, it was a red rupee.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Leslie just picked up bow. Yeah, 2C not checking that mushroom is putting him pretty far behind at the moment. Because this is causing him to leave out flippers. This is causing him to... not flippers, leave out... it's missing boots, which
Comment
is
chat.
Full clear.
Comment chat, that rupee was actually a green rupee, but the wire stained it red.
Oh my. Chimo's trying splash deletion here. Not working out so well. So yeah, 2C mildly annoyed at that probably because now that's 2C's I think double dipped Eastern and is going to end up double dipping Eastern and Desert now. 2C doesn't want to take a KO here because that's going to be a couple of extra menus before actually reloading.
So Plasma is about ready to full clear the skull here. I think this is the last chest Plasma has to open. And nothing in Skull Woods.
Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Plasma Cap is going to take the Death Warp and notice take a quick detour to hell. Yeah, I don't think any of the runners, unless they're just showing it off for the heck of it, I don't think our runners have seen this before, so it's a nice, nice detail.
So 2C's going to go get the hammer, which is going to take 2C even farther away from the boots.
Ooh, yeah, that could be a while, especially since there wasn't anything else in Desert that was particularly important. Yeah, right now,
Leslie going for money. Not a bad play.
Yeah, because there has been a bit of a money shortage this seed. So if you're planning on making a pod dive sometime soon, makes sense. Although, we do know there's that 3 hundo on the library. And Plasma Kappa hasn't picked up Mirror yet, so that's going to be a little bit of a walk to pick up.
Plasma Kappa will eventually get to the mirror.
Yeah, you pretty much don't ever skip Hype Cave no matter what. Oh, there's another 3 hundo. Oh yeah, chat brings up another good point. You can buy the big red bomb with that extra cash too. Because it's available, but I think you still need to pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, I just realized something.
Go ahead.
If it is like last Halloween Festive, is the Zora item actually going to be free today? Because normally it's free, and it was free last year. Because it was King Boo, and the text box said, fine, but it's free, and the answer was no, or oh, carp.
Who knows, but we now have Red Mail in Thieves Town.
There we go.
And our top 2 runners are about ready to get their hammer in Eastern Clear. Leslie Pro was the first one doing that.
Is this Castlevania music?
Yep.
How appropriate. Alright, besides that red mail, it doesn't look like too much was happening in Thieves Town. At least not yet.
Oh, they turned the enemies into Chinese vampires.
Oh my.
That's cool. Yeah. Can't think of what their the official name of them, but
Alright, so there still are a couple of items in Thieves Town.
Stop checking the map!
Map checks won't save you. Jiangxi, that's right. Hopping zombies. From, like, Mario Land. That's the Eye of Mothula for Chimo. And Leslie's gonna go into pod, so we got some room for divergence here. So we're gonna be seeing a few different things show up here.
Oh,
there are flippers. Now we're getting somewhere. Flippers, mirror. We can now actually go up through left side swamp.
But why?
Because we can.
But why? That's the most horrifying thing ever. Well, oh, we're getting a big bomb check.
Well, how appropriate then, right? Alright. So, what's Pyramid Fairy gonna have for us? There's only one item left in Thieves Town, so hopefully Plasma finds it soon, right? Preferably right here in the cell, so that way he could just yeet straight over to Blind.
Yeah, well, it's just a shield.
Well, then we're done. We're done here. Alright, Tusi's gonna pick up that green pendant. I'm sure, though, he does not want to go back to Eastern. Unless it's a pod trip. Current affairs are shocking. Is that a new one? I don't recognize that one. Nice one, Blind.
Nothing! There was nothing in Pyramid Fairy.
Pyramid of Love.
And Plasma gets the next piece. Gains the lead on ingredients. The head of Blind.
Alright, looks like Tootsy's on the way to pot as well. Just has barely enough cash, so has to be careful to not take an unnecessary hit here.
Hookshot and vanilla, big heat chests. And pod.
Ooh. Okay, so now we can full clear swamp. We're actually really starting to move things forward here. We're actually only looking for
Ice Rod.
Ice Rod and Titan's Mitts.
Yep.
Green Pendant just had some cash.
And it looks like Dig Game also had cash.
And I don't think Graveyard Ledge had anything. Chima also checked King's Tomb for 10 sticks. Now, at this point... yeah, oh, Graveyard had Shovel. Okay. Sorry, we did not catch that.
So so much stuff is going on all four screens at once right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, Leslie's stream had a hiccup right on that left side chest and pod, so I couldn't see what it was. I'm checking his rupee count to see if there's any like alterations in the rupee count. Doesn't look like it. There wasn't an alteration in the arrow count either.
Plasma Cap is about ready to get 2 pieces of heart. Yeah, no, Mushroom is boots. So Mushroom turned into boots, so everyone should have Mushroom.
Yep.
2C just hasn't turned in their Mushroom.
Which is kind of surprising that he hasn't routed it in yet. Especially considering how early that was.
No, I mean, also as Kane is probably maybe hoping to do fake powder.
Could be. Hammer does make fake powder a little nice and easy. And
wait.
I think that may have been an intentional death warp.
No, did anyone see that hole on the pyramid?
Whereabouts?
It's on the side of the pyramid.
Oh, on the left of where the big red bomb is?
No, not that hole. It's like on the side of the pyramid. Like,
oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. That might have to do with the overworld glitch puzzle. But I saw it on my playback. I know what you're talking about now. But yeah, so that might have to be our glitch puzzle entrance. Chat's suggesting the same thing too. Mimics dressed up as masked bandits. Alright, Leslie's going to be our first to the back of pod.
Tusi got the hookshot as well. Chimo got the flippers.
We're also going to see what that item was on the left side of the basement, since Leslie's stream kind of slowed up for a second.
Oh, it was the mix!
Oh! There we go. That's a loaded pod right there.
But you know what that means now, right?
It means that we are Ice Rod from Go mode. Welp.
Yeah. Alright.
For this, if nothing else, at least we're Ice Rod Go mode at 34 minutes. And of course, that's not counting medallions for Turtle Rock. We might need something other than Bombos. We haven't had an East F Mountain check, though, so there's a good chunk of stuff up there. We could very well just see Ice Rod chilling up there, and we'll be all fine and dandy.
We also need swords.
I was about to say, yeah, we could do with a second sword. Maybe Helmasaur over here will grant us one.
This will be for the Gym of Helmasaur!
Don't we just call that Gemasaur? Oh wait, that's Link to the Link Between Worlds.
I need to play that game again.
Yeah, Link Between Worlds is pretty good. I mean, it is effectively Link to the Past HD.
It's more Link to the Past 2.
Yeah.
No, $300.
Well, Leslie is definitely all good on money for the rest of the seed.
Plasma looks like it's going to be the next one to go into Pod, but check Hobo first. Which was nothing. I think this was just a piece of part.
Yeah, Plasma's short on cash, so won't be able to check King Zor unless he wants to take a detour to Library. Chima's going to get that 1 rupee off the dig game. And Chimo says, nope, I'm out. And Leslie is going to Skull Woods. / Village of Outcasts.
This might be more Village of Outcasts, because I know so many runners just try to avoid Pendant Dungeons like it's a plague.
Fair enough. And this is good news for Leslie. This will net him his flippers. But yeah,
Did Leslie forget they have mitts?
Good question. Because I know Leslie opened that chest. At least I hope he did. Well, we could double check the pause menu in a minute just to be absolutely certain.
Leslie's been quick swapping. What's a pause menu?
Oh my. And the shovel gave us the blue pendant.
Hey, Ped is open to us. Too bad we already know it's dead.
Yeah. Not worth. I think Chima was the first to actually check it for us. But yeah, let's, I mean, it's just Ice Rod, so we can leave at least Meyer area out because no flute, but that Ice Rod could be anywhere. Oh, Chima's gonna give us a Bamos tablet check. Let's catch
the bug
bees
net!
And fairies.
Bug net! It's so rare we see something other than Couch Cash or a Piece of Love.
Oh, yes. Alright, Plasma Kappa now has Hookshot. Leslie on the road to Flippers. 2C is probably going to do Hera and East Death Mountain right now.
But not get the boots. Ah.
Yeah, luckily that's not too much of a handicap for 2C at this very moment. But we do know that it is required.
Let's see what's on the other tablet, though. Maximum health increase! Yeah!
Well, that ain't gonna do us any good. Not with 12 hearts in red mail as our potential max
Then you look
HP.
over at Leslie. 7 hearts. Still red mail, but it's like...
I'm trying to remember where all the heart containers actually were.
I don't think Leslie has done... No, Leslie has not done Hype Cave yet. That's where 2 are.
Fair enough. But Chimo finds Cane of Berna in the right side of desert, so that is Spike Cave access. Jimo is still looking for mitts, but should run into those eventually when he does pod.
The thing is, we just have so much open to us right now, it's not even funny.
It's, yeah, we could be here a while depending on where that ice rod is. It ain't in desert. Yeah, Tusi is gonna be the first runner to basically completely clear out Death Mountain in the meantime, besides Spike Cave. Unless Cape, of course, happens to show up here. Could you imagine if we had a seed where the pendants were shuffled, but the pedestal had a pendant?
Oh god.
I wonder what the text would. I wonder what the text would read. It's like, "You ain't pulling this anytime soon."
A beable seed with that saying. Alright, we're in Paradox. The spooky thing about Paradox Cave is the weird different floors. You go into the lower entrance, you fall down, you're in the upper entrance somehow. I wonder if that was just like a miscoding.
You tend to sleep better when you don't think about it. Nothing but bombs and sticks and a red potion in Paradox Cave, so the bottle's nice. But that's it. Not much else to speak of here.
Our team was going for fire rod for the Lamos to get the Fang of Lamos. They ran out of magic.
Ooh, one shot short. One hammer swing should finish it, though. I just missed what was on Floating Island.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'll check the playback real quick. We are going to see what the medallion is, though. For Turtle Rock. Hopefully it's Bombo, so we don't have to go hunting for medallions, because those could be equally anywhere.
Chima just took the... Oh, no. Chima just tied Leslie for the ingredients lead. Bombos! Okay.
Oh, that's
All
good
right.
news. 2C is possibly going to just waltz right on in.
I mean, red mail? No, 2C doesn't even have red mail. 2C has blue mail.
2C hasn't been to Thieves Town yet. Oh, I thought 2C was going to maybe take a dip in, maybe hope Ice Rod shows up on Laser Bridge, but unfortunately not the case.
This isn't one of those things where you want TR to be your final dungeon, because you have to leave Death Mountain anyway to get your, potion.
Precisely.
But we get Super Bunny Cave.
New mode, what's the deal here? Well, for the most part, it kind of plays out like a traditional Link to the Past seed, but our goal is to get into GT, we need to drink a special potion, the ingredients for which are available to our runners just by checking their ingredient list. They bring those items, which are basically items from dungeon bosses, to the witch outside the potion shop, and the witch will brew the potion for GT. As far as everything after that is concerned, we have no idea.
It's about to get real spooky! Oh, by the way, there's our Master Sword.
There we go. So at least swords aren't an issue, and we got a bulk coin in case we need that for Meyer.
About ready to quote some Dead Meat James here for a bit. It's about to get spooky!
Ooh.
Nope, there's 2C going into TR.
Yeah, at this point, you really want to just not have to come back up here, so hope that Ice Rod falls on your lap here, because after that, it's just go to Village of Outcasts, get flippers, go check Turn-In Mushroom for boots, and you're done. Leslie's picked up that mirror out of Hype Cave. Plasma Kappa might be thinking about Swamp. In fact, that's exactly what he's thinking.
What the? What are those rollers?
I have no idea, but they've lost their spikes. All right, Chimo's going to pod. We'll be getting that hook shot and Titan's mitts, and that'll put him in Ice Rod mode.
I'm kind of sad they weren't able to turn Swamp Palace red. I am really sad.
Bummer. Yeah, that would have been creepy.
And then change the Split Splat to like a more sticky sound. Oh, Silvers! Hey!
All right, that'll make.
Oh my god, those chain trumps.
Well, you know what the crazy thing is? If last year is anything to go by, those they're blocks, they're Samaria blocks. That's funny. Here's the thing, though. Those silvers might actually not be important. Now, and I say that because last year, I doubt that's going to be the case this year, and which is why I'm saying this. But last year, Ganon got trampled by Wart, and Wart was actually our final boss. And you had to toss the vegetables at him from the lower half of the map.
I mean, we've realized that they've been changing stuff up every year.
Yeah, so I say it because I don't think we're going to be seeing that here today. Although we did get the Shy Guy stack, from Mario 2, so fair enough.
Vanilla Big Key in this.
Alright, Tuesday's gonna check out the backside of Turtle Rock now.
Yeah, I mean, all the items are usually on Laser Bridge just because of keys.
Plasma Kappa is electing to skip straight to the back of Swamp here.
Or get some diver down. Oh, you can't diver down! You can't diver down!
Oh no, there's an extra layer of wall. Ah, the developers thought ahead.
I was pointing out, like, last year's thing, there was a, every dungeon had something that prevents something. They're not letting you do diver down in this.
That doesn't make Icebreaker look any more promising. We could fill clear ice any time now, too, so we're gonna find out probably sooner rather than later. Ay, ay, ay. Don't you hate it when muscle memory's kicking in and you think you got everything nailed down, but suddenly the game just decides to throw a curveball at you and nope.
No, there's our flute.
Well, that only increases the number of spots where Ice Rod could be, so I don't think Plasma wanted to see that.
By 5.
Yeah, still, don't think Plasma wanted to see that for now.
It will make getting back to the witch faster, though.
It does, that's very true.
Oh my goodness, that's Tootsie Rollers. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh,
I see the rapper now. I see the rapper now. I see it.
Oh, man, now I'm hungry for some chocolate, and I do have Hershey bars in my refrigerator. Oh, you can see the extra walls on this in this room, too, so yeah, Diver Down is not happening.
They learned all the tricks that was discovered in 2020 and was like, no.
Yeah, I think if I recall correctly, Diver Down and Icebreaker were both discovered towards like the tail end of 2019, so it was like right after the festive modes from last year. Alright, Laser Bridge, last chance. There's the compass. There's only 2 items in here, potentially.
Oh,
Temper's
nice.
It's nice, but it's not what we're looking for. And the last medallion, so now the Ice Rod could literally be anywhere. We have guaranteed Mire access. What is Icebreaker? It's a glitch in Ice Palace where you essentially use a Cane of Samaria block to push yourself through the wall over the map room, I think it is.
That's the big key. It's the vanilla big key.
The big key chest, thank you. And in doing so, you can route Ice Palace much more efficiently. Looks like Tusi is also attempting to go with Ancilla glitches here in order to trigger a fake flipper. Didn't quite work out. Leslie is, however, going to go ahead and check left side swamp. Plasma Kappa left this behind. So this could be a big deal for Plasma Kappa if it turns out that Ice Rod is back here. On the subject of chillin', 2C is going to go check Ice. Oh, he's going to buy a bomb refill. Then go check Ice Palace.
They have to bomb jump, or they may have blocked both bomb jump and icebreaker. How cool would that be if they blocked them both?
We shall see. I wouldn't be surprised. We already have seen that they are ready to plan ahead for Swamp.
Well, I thought last year they blocked the bomb jump. They made it to where there was no possible way you could bomb jump it.
Well, let's see. We're coming up on that spot. So answer. We'll see in a spec. We'll see in a second. First item in left side swamp is the compass. Maybe Plasma Kappa knew it was the map. Oh no, there's the big key. There we go. Alright, to the big chest. Alright, Chimo has picked up the gem of Helmasaur. And Leslie's going to go ahead and check that big chest before finishing off Argus. And it's powder. Ooh, that'll complicate things.
Yep.
Oh, looks like that first Stalfos didn't go down.
No freaking icebreaker. Okay.
Maybe they already knew before the race, if it was patched. If they did, that would explain a lot. But I would like to still see. We'll check anyway because they're gonna check the big key chest anyway. But it looks like we can IPBJ this time.
Yep. Nope. You can bomb jump this time.
At least that they gave some mercy.
Oh, Kappa went in. Oh, I didn't see it. Hopefully we'll see the room whenever they check that chest.
Yeah, Natusi's actually technically still out of logic, hasn't picked up flippers yet out of Thieves Town. But it doesn't really matter that much for this dungeon. Leslie's getting a bit bullied here.
No one's
get the
yet.
Tusi's just walked up, going back out the way he came in. That's not something you're used to seeing. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to actually kind of laugh a little bit if Zora actually has Ice Rod, because we've had access to that since Thieves Town.
Oh, that spike is bigger than normal. Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Oh my goodness!
They just literally took the whole room and flipped it 90 degrees. But hey, Butter Sword.
Hey, yeah, no, have you ever played the Game Boy Advance version of Ice Palace?
I have not.
You should sometime. Like, that room reminds me of what they did with the room above Cold Stare.
Fascinating.
So, you know, like how there's that whole thing with the blocks, and how if you Ice Palace bomb jump, you break that puzzle?
Pretty much.
They make it to where even if you IPBJ, you can't break the puzzle in the GBA version.
Ay, ay, ay. So yeah, for those who are just confused about what just happened, so the room with the Ice Palace Big Key, normally they would use a Samaria block to just clip through the wall, but the wall's been re-angled and essentially the whole room's been flipped around, so now runners can't do that. So the famous Icebreaker glitch is not usable in Festive mode. Big Chest has Cape, so now we have a bumper ledge check potential available for us, which I think Chimo may have checked this. Somebody may have checked this on the way to Graveyard Ledge, but I'm not sure if we know what it is.
Another escape.
And Plasma Kappa's going to fight Cold Stare.
So that room 2C was in is completely changed in the GBA version.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, this Cold Stare fight's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside with only Master Sword. And Leslie has released the Swag Broom. And Cold Stare had the Bloomerang. But with that, Plasma Kappa's looking really good right now. 5 dungeons cleared and only looking for Ice Rod. Race game was checked toughly. It was trash. I think it was sticks. Alright, 2C. You still haven't picked up those boots yet.
Pick up the boots.
Did Chimo just get a triple kill?
Wow. That's what Chimo's going for.
Impressive, I will say that much. Shield in hammer pegs. And Leslie's gonna go ahead and rescue the Smith. And Leslie's also going to be able to route in Magic Bat after picking up that powder. Plasma Kappa does not have this luxury. Yeah, the flute summons the broom this time.
Ether.
Now, I want to... Ooh. All right. Now, I'm waiting to hear the flute's actual flute sound, because if it's not a specific chime, I'm going to echo it on air. Just a little bit of love on the mat.
Meyer Shed only had a heart container and a piece of heart.
Alright, Plasma Kappa's just going to go ahead and clear out Desert real quick. Probably going to dive into Meyer at this point, because at this point, you know... Oh, actually, no, Plasma Kappa can't go into Meyer. He hasn't picked up Ether yet from Death Mountain.
Hook shot, yeah, hook shot.
That's the one. That's probably Plasma Kappa's next stop, then. Now, when 2C was up there, he elected to not check Hera either, despite the fact that it was a full clearable dungeon.
No, 2C ran into it, and then ran out.
Oh, okay. Must have been pretty fast, though, because I didn't catch it.
The big key's in the lobby. I don't know if he found anything else. I don't think he did.
Leslie, you don't want to actually pick... Never mind. Well, Leslie has Mirror Shield. Maybe Leslie was thinking that he needed an invincibility item for Laser Bridge, but he's going to pick up Cane of Burna eventually when he full clears Desert. Alright, 2C's making the way through Thieves Town. We'll be getting those flippers, which may persuade him to check King Zora and the Witch later. Which will hopefully net him his Pegasus boots. Leslie's about to get Swagnet from... Actually, no. Still is down a sword. Won't be able to pick that up yet. Now, Flute... where was Flute again? Ice Palace, right?
No, it was in
No.
Swamp in the swimming pool.
That's right. Oh, so Leslie... Oh, yeah, Leslie has that. Leslie and Plasma have it. Oh, yeah, everybody except 2C has it, because 2C, is just now picking up flippers. Well, Plasma Kappa just picked up the Fangs of Landmolus, so that's 6 out of 7. Now, here's what I'm wondering if we should... Should we even run the big key guessing game after we find Ice Rod and...
No, let's not do it.
I was about to say, because for all we know, this might not even be a regular GT. This is definitely not going to be a regular GT. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out. I think I noticed 2C didn't check out the icebreaker room either to glance it, so he must have already known. A couple of runners must have already known that icebreaker was patched out. We're seeing a look at Checkerboard Cave. I don't recall if this has been seen already. Well, if it was, it's garbage. Alright, so 2C's got flippers. Leslie's only got 3 more ingredients left.
Plasma Kappa is just down to needing Ice Rod to get their final ingredient.
Pretty much. He's going to get the heart container out of Aegis. Plasma Kappa is running pretty safe. 13 heart containers, red mail. But yeah, that Ice Rod could be... we're still looking for that Ice Rod, and it could be anywhere. Right now, I feel like worst possible location would be...
I feel like right now it has to be in Miger.
Either Mire or Hera basement.
We haven't checked Spy Cave either.
Fair
But
enough.
we basically 100 this seed already between all of our runners.
Which is weird considering we're only an hour in, but that's what happens when you have the ability to split. And the seed gave us a lot to work with here, because we were in Ice Rod no mode at 34 minutes. Just because of our runners being able to split off and do so many things with our early Light World stuff. So let's see where 2C decides to go now out of this.
He wasted all the magic to do the fake powder. 2C's about to get their boots 50 minutes late.
Alright, Chimo's going to take on Cold Stare. Plasma Kappa is headed to Zora.
Oh, we have
There we
not
go.
actually seen either, so... You know, more likely in the holiday festive, instead of icebreaker, they're just going to delete the wall there just so you can walk in. Because that's what they did in the other festive from last year. They made it to where you can walk around where you bomb jump over.
Yeah, and it took somebody like 10 minutes to figure that out.
Yeah, no, I commented that, and someone kept on
remember
trying
that.
to those bombs. I was like, dude, just walk. You can walk it. Anyway. Hey, it's Boo. Still costs
King
money.
Boo.
Still costs money.
Yep. Not free this time. Oh, Carp. Alright, Plasma Kappa's gonna go route out Death Mountain now. And plenty of, Actually, I just realized, is Plasma still on Master Sword?
Yeah,
No,
Master Sword.
or Fighter? No, he's on Master,
No,
okay.
Master Sword, because the fire sword, the second sword he grabbed was in
Ice.
Ice Mouse, yeah.
Okay.
And so once they do Hookshot Cave, that'll be tempered, and we'll get Gold Sword on Bridge.
Yeah, because the key was pretty far on the bottom, so it's highly unlikely they're going to skip the sword before they get the key. But yeah, I think we got some downtime here because I don't think we're going to be seeing any new checks for a few minutes.
So are you saying we should have the chat follow these runners since they're putting in a great festive show?
Yes, we do. We should. And they are. Mixing sentences with words. Don't do that, folks.
That's how stuff works. Anyway, and also don't forget to follow all the Speed Gaming channels. I think we are doing another festive. Is that tonight or tomorrow?
It's tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock.
So if you guys want to see more spooky Zelda,
I'm glad they decided to do that during the midweek and not on actually on Saturday, because there's like Majora's Mask randos having a spooky weekly. I think we're still running the Prime 2 weekly, so there's still a lot going on. So I'm glad my Saturday's not going to be overly cluttered now.
you save all the VODs, and then while you play a game or do homework, you just have them on the background. That's what I do.
All right, let's see what Plasma Kappa decides to do here. Probably going to end up doing the same thing, actually, and dive in, hoping Ice Rod shows up.
Like, I feel like it's either going to be Spike Cave or Meyer at this point. Hopefully, Plasma Kappa check Spike, me not check Spike.
He should check Spike. He's got no reason not to.
But then it comes down to the point where, in Plaza's mind, okay, I have, this check, just check. I also orphaned a handful of checks in, Swamp. Right now, like, half the available checks to Plasma is TR, so it makes sense to do TR right now. You have basically a 50-50 shot. We, as viewers, know that's not right. So it's basically, there's 3 locations left where the Ice Rock can be for us.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they're all lousy.
All the tablets and peds have been checked. Ped was checked early. Some more runners have all 3 pendants already. But they're not going to pull Ped.
Yeah, Green Pendant's dead, the tablets are dead, Big Bomb's dead. And as you predicted, Plasma Kappa's going to TR. So right now we've got remaining locations for Ice Rod could be Meyer, Spike Cave, and is there literally anything else right now?
Nope. We've seen it all.
Yeah, the only and Hera, and a chunk of Hera too.
Oh yeah. So Plasma's going to get their gold sword out here. It's like, God, I'm sorry.
Alright, Tusi's going to clear out Swamp here, is going to at least get the Argus tentacles. That's about all we really need in here, though, to be fair. And Flute. So Tusi will probably pick that up. Oh my god, those are Tootsie Rollers.
Yeah, now you see the romper, you cannot not look at them that way now.
I still want some chocolate. You know what? Excuse me for 10 seconds.
We see all 3 pendants, and they do nothing.
I hate it when we talk about treats in the middle of a stream. Nah, I'm kidding. Where is this ice rod? And the best part is the ice rod hunt's not even the whole meat of the run. The real meat of the run is going to be when we get into GT.
Yeah, Chima in the same boat Plasma Cap is in, so
2C not happy about that that second chest in Swamp. It's not blind for all runners, because I think some of our runners knew Icebreaker was patched already.
the blind run for the commentators. And as
Oh yeah, for us, definitely.
I will enact swift justice to those who spoil anything.
Alright, so yeah, we're still going to be kind of waiting on a couple of things as we have our runners finish up TR Swamp and Ice.
Oh, I want some brownies.
I'm
Sorry.
just so... Ooh, that Chain Chomp got right in the way there of that second Samaria shot. I say Chain Chomp, but it's more like a block.
I think they're just meant to be the blocks in the room, because those blocks are scary.
Yeah. I still like how Chimo's Bunny Sprite is SNES Mario.
What Sega does when Nintendo don't. Like, real talk, there's a documentary series on Netflix, and they talked about the whole Sega Nintendo rivalry, and not once did they bring up that ad.
Bummer. That would have been one heck of a meme. Alright, Leslie's now up the mountain too, so... I know it's like effectively a pendant dungeon, but our runners are still studiously avoiding Tower of Hera for the time being. But Plasma Kappa now has Butter Sword. Chimo will soon follow. So yeah, all of our runners are going to basically be on Butter Sword, Silver Arrows, Ganon for this Ganon fight. At least we assume it's a Ganon fight.
Well, it looks like Leslie Pro is going to go ahead and do Hera. Or probably Hera Pot, maybe? Nope.
He did the pantry and it was just the map, and the key was up top, so...
I don't see why they couldn't do Hera Pot unless they added a block. Oh, those Turtles Mets? The Turtles are Mets from Mega Man! That's amazing!
Why is nobody running the Mega Man sprite for this occasion?
There's the
Oh!
Ice Rod. And Hera, Leslie Pros are first of our runners at 1 hour 14 minutes to enter Spooky Go mode, but still going to clear the dungeon.
Right in time for Total Rock, no less. Yeah, what is Leslie looking for? Maybe another sword? He doesn't know it, but the last two swords are going to fall right in his lap. Well, actually, he might skip out Hookshot Cave. So it's either way, it's still going to be Tempered Sword falling on his lap. But yeah, you know, 2C dipped Hera earlier and decided not to pick up, not to go any further, so...
Oh my goodness! That's why you can't hear a pot.
What? What happened?
Literally got thrown right back in the lobby. Like, if you tried to hear a pot, instead of going up, you go back to the main room.
Oh, the warp point takes you to... Ah, very nice.
Love it. Love it.
The developers have a very cruel sense of humor. They really do. Alright, so I gotta take points off, though, because the flute sound wasn't da-da-da-da-da-da,
Yeah, it wasn't anything so big. Oh, hey, 2C! Here's what you could have had over an hour ago.
Expect rage and frustration slashes and possibly a rage bomb in 3, 2, 1.
You were holding on to that for an hour!
Hi-yi-yi. Well, 2C
Why are
can now...
you fighting? Plasma, you don't need to fight Moldorm. You can just leave. Leave! You're in go mode, Plasma! Plasma, you're in go mode. Why?
Yeah, there actually literally is nothing left for Plasma Kappa to pick up here. You have Mirror. You can just eat right out of the dungeon. Chat's saying Plasma didn't check his list. I'm not sure I agree with that. That'd be weird after an hour 17 to not check your list. Maybe he just wants to show everything off for the sake of the audience at home. I don't know. Yeah, but Chima's going to Hera now, so that's going to be Ice Rod and Go mode for Chimo. But Leslie's the only runner who's going to be able to single dip this dungeon. So Leslie's routing is working out very much in his favor. Plasma Kappa did get to save that mirror portal, though, so...
Chimo.
Wait, too early.
Ha!
Rejected.
And the pause right there.
I know,
pause, like,
yeah. Same thing happened with Plasma Kappa. It was great. Now, to be fair, from a checks perspective, 2C hasn't really lost much by missing out on those boots till just now, because he's in basically the same position where just needs Ice Rod, just has to go to Hera.
Well,
But,
Kappa, you saved the portal, by the way, the Dark World portal.
Yes, yes.
And we may start to see some spooky.
Yeah, Plasma Cap is actually going to be our first runner with all 7 ingredients, with Leslie Pro soon to follow.
You want to save the portal too?
Yeah, that was a smart play by both of our lower screen runners here to do that. Hope Ice Rod falls on your lap in Hera. You could save the portal. And just wrap up TR. So actually, Chimo and Plasma Kappa both got a both took a good safe strat, and that's going to put them both ahead of Leslie by just a wee bit.
Oh, Kappa is doing all dungeons.
Ooh, that's no good. I mean,
Yeah.
for this, if nothing else, we get to see at home what the Vidi item is, but are we going to see a mask toss? And that is a no. Majora's Mask is already spooky enough. We don't need to be tossing any more here in A Link to the Past.
Like Chima's going to be the first of our runners to go into Spooky GT.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what this this nonsense that we're expecting here is going to come out to. But yeah, that's all 7 ingredients for Chimo.
Why is Leslie doing more checks? Well, probably for the sword.
Yeah, Leslie's still looking for the sword, which he's going to find on Laser Bridge, but it's weird that for the festive mode they didn't randomize
Oh,
Chimo.
no! He was going to GT.
You still gotta yeah, this ain't gonna work. Unless he's trying to put a mirror portal there and save it.
Chuck Brew here.
Chuck Brew here.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's kind of not... You can't climb on towers yet. This isn't Breath of the Wild. Well, he's got flute anyway, so it's not really the biggest deal. Excellent. Here is your concoction.
It's a yellow potion. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, yellow potion. Not seen since...
Ever.
I think there's a yellow potion you can get in Hyrule Warriors once you've gotten enough gold Skulltulas. Although I think people interpret that more as a golden potion. Chat saying it's apple juice, which for Halloween, that actually makes a lot of sense. Normally you would go like apple picking at the orchards. I used to have a nice orchard upstate that had some nice food and a nice corn maze quiz type thingy. Leslie, the sword is on the left. He's not seriously going to pass the one chest that has the sword, is he?
Yes.
He's totally... Oh,
nope.
No, he's not. Thank you for not scaring us, Leslie. I also wasn't paying attention to see if that was a Godmire or not, but given that 2C's full clearing the place, probably not.
Oh, 2C's full clearing it for Ice Rod. Rough.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. This is we've been getting told about this.
Chug Brew here. It's colored a little weirdly in the pause menu. Oh my.
Oh.
There appears to be so much going on here that, yeah, that's not a door. Okay. That'll complicate things.
We don't have the big key.
Okay, so we can rule out chest number 1. Oh, wow, look at the way the map is moving, too. It's like, actually, like, it's almost kind of like the Windfish.
Oh, there's a chest.
Alright, chest number 1, heart piece. Nothing on that side. What other mysteries are there in this tower? What are those symbols on the floor? Maybe just a code to guess, to check which room you're in?
Don't know. There's switches on the wall.
Not quite sure what that switch even did. Like, I just have no idea what to expect here. You know, lighting a torch might not actually be a bad idea at this point.
You're back in the beginning. We're back in the beginning.
Yeah, we are. Looks like we've walked all the way around. Chimo trying everything, even shooting the Igor statue. Not a bad idea. Well, only one way to go is up, so... Oh, never mind. That creeped up on me. You know, it's a real good thing they're all packaged silvers. I can see this being a real pain in the backside without any arrow upgrades.
You get a chest here. There's a small key. Plasma cap is the next one into this, whatever you want to call this.
Spooky Tower. Nah, I gotta come up with a better name than that. Hope they don't need Mirror Shield. Well, luckily, Leslie does have Mirror Shield. Elected to actually go out of the way to pick that up out of K45. Alright, what's the story here?
Oh, hey, there's a big door. That looks like the boss room.
Well, that's our way out once we cross that bridge later. What's going on with Chimo? We are playing the festive edition of the Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race, and this is what GT was supposed to be. Instead, we're in... I like Endo Inferno's name better, Tower of Terror. No elevators, but even still.
I mean, yeah, play this like this is the first time you're playing, you know, Link to the Past. Kill the enemies in a room, see if a chest spawns, you know.
Throw all the levers.
Oh, Leslie saw you can now put stuff on switches. Probably you need to activate all 4 switches with the statues, you, and the cane.
Well, you're not going to be able to activate... Oh, well, actually, you can walk on this, so... That should have opened up something.
I didn't see.
So I guess whatever you do in this room affects... or whatever you do in rooms affects other rooms. Because, yeah, we're not hearing any audio cues from Chimo, so we're not sure what is being triggered and when. Yeah, like, we're not going to be able to figure out how to run this one. Oh, Plasma did see a torch back there and lit it up. Unfortunately, minor problem, hallway of spikes. So it's a good thing they picked up. It's a good thing they picked up an invincibility item before coming here. Oh, I think Plasma may have to take some damage here and ignite that torch with the fire rod.
Doesn't look like it. We have a tile room here too. Yeah, no, you gotta play this like this is old. You know, your first time playing a Zelda game. Kill every enemy in every room, light every torch, push every block. Because you're going to get stuff to spawn that way.
Yeah, there's... looks like... Alright, there's definitely a hookshotable path right now.
Well, there's invisible
you have
floors.
hookshot.
You can ether to see the invisible floors. But Chima does not want to go that way.
Hmm. Yep. Plasma Kappa's pulling the statue here to try and figure this out, but no dice. I wonder if there are readable things on those, like, statues on the top left of Plasma Kappa's last room there.
Ooh, you gotta use the book to read them? That'd be cool.
Chima might just be waiting these tiles out now.
Leslie Pro is as well.
Or not. Oh, and he does light that torch. Has a bit of a magic shortage, so he's going to have to tank some of the hits here. Yeah, we don't have a map yet, so we have no idea how to interpret this place. Unfortunately, Leslie had to burn that green goo, ran out of magic. Oh, and a chest just came in.
Yep, so it was those three torches. You're right about that one.
And small keys have actually been quite a premium in this dungeon, so that's actually a pretty significant find for Leslie.
Oh, there was 4 torches. Okay.
Yeah, there's one right behind the BMO statue there.
I see.
Yeah, it's pulling the Undertale on you.
But we're still looking for the big key. Somewhere in this dungeon is the big key. And that big key will get us past, hopefully, to the boss.
Yeah, and I think Chima just realized he's got to light that one torch in Spike Room. I think he's lost.
Yeah, though, this is something you definitely want to fill up all your potions.
And yep, there is an invisible, floor there. Oh, and it looks like Plasma Kappa's figured it out. But is down a key.
Yep. Chimo in hell.
Welcome to hell.
We didn't get the hell music last time, did we?
Oh, we did.
Oh.
Or did we? I think we did at one point.
The plaza. So we need to find the key for that room.
Well, Leslie has 3 keys, so Leslie will be able to take advantage of that room once he figures it out.
Oh, there was a chest underneath the big chest.
Oh, was there?
I just know. Yeah, I just saw it on Leslie's screen.
Okay. I see. Yeah, Leslie's here. Let's see if Leslie pulls out Ether, because you can actually see on the edges of the screen the gaps in the shadows. Like that. And there you go. Leslie's going to be showing us some new stuff.
Oh, hey! We got some unused content there.
Oh, and it was locked by another key.
There's the big key! Okay!
Here we go, folks.
So you need to find all the keys to get that key.
Yeah, and Leslie had 3 at this point, too, so that was a pretty huge, that's pretty significant. So it sounds like this dungeon's actually not even randomized.
Well, there's at least one randomized item in here. There was a piece of heart earlier.
Fair enough. And Chimo's back to hell. I love this tune. I also like the detail where it keeps all your hearts at 0.
So the question is, are we about ready to run into Agate 2, or what are we going to run into?
Yeah, I've got no idea what to expect here. I think Leslie's lost. It would actually be nice if we had a map for a change. Plasma Kappa also taking a quick visit to Hell. Oh, Chimo saw the key. 2C's about to get rejected by the Harapot.
Now we're going to see the big chest.
3, 2, 1, and derp. Nope, it's not gonna work.
Oh, hey!
Of course there's the map. The one time where we actually need it.
Check map. Check the map.
Yeah, I almost want to see what's on this map now. Now, Plasma Kappa is still short a key, so won't be able to check everything here. I'm surprised no one's pulled out the book yet.
Oh, okay, so Leslie Pro goes through the big key door, and we have more dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, GT wasn't over once you found the big key either, so... Now, this is a drop down. What does this lead to?
Straight to Ganon!
There we go.
Oh
my god! That is beautiful.
Oh!
I knew it. I knew it as soon as I knew Undertale was going to show up when I saw the... Oh my goodness. And it looks like, I bet you that health is proportional to heart containers. Ganon pets who now? I'm surprised Leslie's not resorting to items like, so Ganon waits for what? I wonder if the sword also makes a difference here. This is incredible.
Flag school tryouts. Wow. I just want to see what other options do.
Me too.
Expectations.
Yeah, if only that you had that luxury back then, Ganon, huh?
Oh, hey, it's the fire bats. To be honest, I've never played the Undertale, but this is amazing.
It's basically a Toho. It's basically this.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you play it, but I've never played it myself.
Same, actually.
Oh.
You might want to check your no items.
No item.
Ganon tells you where the bronze
Ganon
cows
tells
are.
Amazing.
Oh, this could be
Nope.
trouble. Okay. Ganon aggressively flips the light switch off. Oh!
And that's death.
Vroom.
Jeez.
And it's right back to hell.
Jesus.
Oh, this is oh, this took him to the pyramid. Oh, but at least it drops you right down. Okay, fair enough. So they offered a highway back in.
Ganon's just...
Props to the developers on this one. That's incredible.
So, you know how great SMZ3 is. When is Z3 Undertale R?
Oh, jeez. I'm really surprised Leslie's not acting. I wonder if there is an item in there, or something in there that can help, like Fire Silver. Looks like 20 is about the best damage you could do right now. And again, I'm curious to know if that is... we'll see from Plasma and Chimo eventually, I hope, but Maybe Buttersword actually has a greater impact here. Overflow text shenanigans. Nice dodge. It's actually kind of a bummer that there's no sound effects for getting hit or being at low health here.
Just have to survive a few more turns here.
Just nailing the attacks. I'm just at the edge of my seat because I'm just curious to know what's going to happen here.
Same. I'm not. I know I should be commentating the other screens, but I mean, 2C's almost about to get into this version of GT.
And
All right.
that should be the finishing blow.
Is that it? That was it.
I think that might be it.
That can't be it.
We'll see.
I mean, I could just tell you that on Race Time GG, Leslie Pro is finished with a 140-116. Get your GGs in chat for Leslie Pro.
Now carve us into a pumpkin. the Triforce of Spook Time. Ah, that was fantastic. GG's to Leslie.
That was insane. That was insane. Completely insane.
Plasma Kappa still does not have that big key yet.
And 2C just got into GT.
This could be an equalizer here because of how confusing this dungeon is becoming to everybody. Because, yeah, you actually needed a good chunk of the small keys here to get up here.
I think you need every small key.
I think so, unless another one pops up and I'm not aware of it.
We have one of the developers in check, Synac. Whose idea was it? Who idea was it was to make Ganon an Undertale boss?
Because it was a fantastic idea. I can't wait to watch this back and see chat's reaction, because I couldn't, I wasn't watching chat, I was too busy focusing on the fight.
Khan did that. Nice. Awesome. Your uncle believes in you.
Is that the text for single arrow? Wow. Alright, Chimo's in better shape now because Chimo's got the block in the right position. Is going to get, oh, I just realized this puzzle is a bumper ledge reference. Because you'd use the hookshot to get past the bumper.
But yeah, no, Chimo's about ready to get the big key right now.
So yeah, you really had to know what you were doing and to complete this dungeon. We didn't get to see the overworld glitched entrance though. Bit of a bummer.
Well, I mean, no one here does overworld glitches.
But yeah, Chimo's gonna be our next one out.
Now we got some developers in chat talking about how the dungeon you're seeing right now is all you put all your blame to Arinon.
Alright, Chimo picks up the map on the way to the big key door. We'll see if Chimo picks any of the act options to see if there's anything to work with here.
That'd be great. Or Mercy. See if there's
Yeah.
actually a pacifist ending.
That'd be hilarious if this was. That'd be great attention to detail. Like, you'd have to act on Ganon to soften him up and then spare him. That reminds me, the bot was having hiccups earlier. Did we give Leslie an invite for the interview? Chimo, you have to use the conveyor. Conveyor, buddy. Up top.
Oh no. Oh no, Chimo. Bomb works
There
too.
he goes. Oh, the conveyor was going the wrong way. He had to flip a switch. Or not. Either way, let's, surprise!
And the pause.
I hope Chimo's at least played Undertale.
Oh no.
Maybe. Oh,
Oh hey! That's how you dodge the spears. Got it.
okay.
Alright, looks like sword does not change damage. No! No, you're killing yourself! No!
I don't think Chimo knows what to do here.
Oh, nice dodge though.
So, right now our runners are going actually for silverless strats right now.
Getting me a joke, a funny joke that you've heard a million times before. No items. Act Ganon.
Ganon makes an unfunny random. Oh no, he may have just quit
act
out of
does
it.
Nothing. Okay.
No, I think he just quit out of it. He quit out of the act menu.
Oh.
And that's gonna be broken heart for Chimo, and down to hell you go.
Oh, Tusi's now at Ganon.
Ah, this is nuts.
Oh,
Mashed a little too much there, Tusi. But yeah, no, I think Chimo the first time quit out of the act menu for Ganon, so we still didn't see any act options.
Deoplet did surrender, by the not surrender, forfeit, by the way. We're down to 4 runners left, including the 3 you're seeing now, 2 of them on Ganon.
Plasma Keppa, I think, just realized what happened, figured out the torch problem, and should be picking up another small key right now. There we go. Alright, we got a simultaneous Ganon fight on the left side of your screen.
Hey, Leslie, how about that Undertale ending?
Now, here's the funny thing. I never played Undertale. Shock, I know, but still, that was just basically me figuring out. I just figured, okay, my best option is probably just fight the pig, and that's basically what I went with. I mean, if I had been like, if everybody else had finished, I would have goofed off and maybe gone into the act menu just for some LOLs, but I figured, hey, nobody's finished yet, let's go for the W.
Fair enough.
Now, speaking of finishing, we have 2 runners about a few hits away from finishing their fights. Tusi and Chimo are dodging spears, dodging fireballs, getting bad Ganon puns.
And Tusi only needs one more hit. Although Chimo's right behind with one more after, but it looks like Tusi's going to be the first one to take out the big pig.
Plasma Kappa's about ready to get their big key too, so we're about ready to have
all the Ganon all the time, but get your GGs in chat for 2C and Chimo. 2C's going to finish in second place with a 150.13. Chimo with a 150.22. Get your GGs in chat for both runners. And now we're down to Plasma Kappa. Need to find their way to Ganon. Anyway.
Yeah, Plasma just used that last small key, just picked up the big key, so it should be on the way.
How about that final dungeon?
That was most certainly interesting because that is truly not the Ganon's castle, Ganon's tower that we are all familiar with. That is like a completely different dungeon that, honestly, I don't think anybody's seen before. I don't know how y'all that up, but that was clever, I have to admit.
Yeah, I was just standing there just glued to the screen like dumbfounded. Surprise, Plasma Kappa.
Speaking of surprises, we got ourselves Chimo and 2C plus.
Oh wait, we're seeing Ganon is quite visibly impressive. We are seeing the act menu from Plasma Kappa. I noticed Silver's was an option. Ganon dabs. Ganon is so disgusted with himself. Welcome to the booth, Chimo and 2C.
Hello, what's up?
Jeez.
So,
GGs.
how about that ending, gentlemen?
Yeah, that endgame is pretty nice.
Every time I see something cool in these Festive seeds, I just wish the developers would just make their own, like, Link to the Past 2. Because clearly they're talented enough to do so. I don't know. I would probably play the heck out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if other people had a better idea what was going on at GT, but I must have spent like half an hour in there or something.
You all spent a fairly solid chunk of time in there.
2C sped right through it. 2C knew what 2C was doing.
That is true.
Yeah,
2C zipped through GT.
I did one mystery today with a friend of mine, so I kind of knew what was going on, but yeah, it's a little bit messy there.
Yeah, it certainly is. And for those not familiar with what we call level 9 in Zelda 1 Rando, we call it the Great Equalizer because of how often it can equalize races. This particular Ganon's Castle setup kind of has that same feel of being an equalizer.
Yeah, that's actually a very good way to describe it, now that you mention that. Now, 2C, there is actually something we want to talk about. You are a little late to the bandwagon on boots.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. As soon as I saw the boots on the mushroom, I was like, okay, it's over. That's why I took a lot of risks, like Meyer and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to give the mushroom immediately. I was a little bit out of the way.
I want to stop you for
I
one
opened-
quick. I want to stop you for one quick second. Did I just hear crickets on Plasma Kappa's screen right before we went into the Undertale fight?
That's exactly what I heard.
Okay, good. So it wasn't just me.
So yeah, with really late boots, I figured like I was super far behind. So that's why, yeah.
I mean, you were the last one
unnecessary
into GT by at least 20 minutes. Like, everyone was in GT as you got, through Hera and TR. So the fact that you were that far behind and then you got second place, insane.
The other thing is the boots weren't really that much of a handicap today. The only requirement for them was to clear desert, which could easily have been saved for much later, depending on when those showed up.
Yeah, when I went over to turn in the mushroom, that was purely a save scum maneuver, because if that had been nothing, that would have been a reset. But since it was boots, I thought about it for only 1 second, and I'm like, no, this will be a bigger time save than just about anything Fake Powder could throw. And besides, I checked Pedestal early, so I knew that was dead.
We also do regret to inform you that this version of the Festive Randomizer has patched out Herapot.
I found that out.
Most of you guys found that out. Most of you guys found that out.
I figured most of the new stuff was patched out because I'm in Swamp Palace. I see double rails, which I'm like, okay, that's to block Diver down in all likelihood. And then Ice Palace Big Key Room, I'm like, guess what? No icebreaker today.
I saw spoilers, so I knew about Diver Down and Icebreaker beforehand. I didn't even think about Harapot until I tried it, and it didn't work. And I was immediately annoyed at whoever made this.
I don't know how Plasma Kappa is not dead right now.
He's hanging on, probably thinking, send help.
No,
Not anymore.
Determination. What's the whole thing in Undertale? Determination?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Plasma Kappa used it.
Get through that.
Plasma Kappa used it. It's going to be our last restream runner and 4th overall to finish with a 156.08. Oh, by the way, Plasma Kappa did not read the ingredient list. Plasma Kappa did all dungeons and was still in GT second.
Which is pretty impressive. Another thing that helped Plasma Kappa is that he was also the first to he was the first to something in particular that really helped him out. His routing overall was pretty good. No, it wasn't Ice Rod. Leslie found that first.
Yeah, that was a double gamble on my part. The first part of the gamble being if TR could be entered, because I only had Bombos at the time. The other part was the usual Ice Rod gamble, but I had all of Death Mountain to play with outside of the first few checks, because I didn't go back there until very late.
Actually, that was actually it. Plasma Kappa saved the mirror portal out of Mimic Cave, so that's how he was able to just quickly finish off TR after dipping it the first time. Leslie, you were the only one to actually single dip TR. You got through the whole thing in one shot. You missed the sword and hookshot cave, though.
That's okay. At that point, I was full go mode, and I was satisfied with that tempered was enough, and yeah, turned out
And you
to
didn't
be
need
because...
sword for the boss.
Yeah, actually, I did notice that during the fights that the swords didn't do any extra damage between tempered and gold, so yeah, swords didn't matter.
That's interesting, because now I'm wondering if it even matters if only you need just one sword for that.
That is a good question.
Speaking of good questions, what's going on? We got Kappa in here.
What's a super tile?
Yeah, good question.
I wouldn't know, unfortunately, so.
Oh man.
So yeah, Plasma, what do you have to say about the way that one wound down?
Don't actually know how to play Zelda very well. That's about all that want.
To be fair, the GT just really threw everybody for a loop. So you weren't the only one who had some trouble with that.
I was like, okay, I need a key. I need another key, and I haven't done anything with this in 20 minutes. Why is there a torch there if it doesn't do anything? Why are there torches in here? Oh.
You know something? I'm not gonna lie. It was because of that torch behind the torch that immediately made me think Undertale the first time, because the first level in the game has a switch behind a pillar. So I didn't realize that was going to translate that far into the Ganon fight, but fascinating nonetheless.
Yeah, this was fascinating all around. I mean, routing-wise, my routing, I'll admit it was a gamble to leave the Zora area altogether and not even bother with it, but it worked out.
Yeah, Zora didn't end up having anything today.
Thanks,
You mean Boo-Ra?
Yeah. So, which of you are? Is it like first time for any of you playing one of these festive randos? Because I'm curious to know who was a little shocked by the Welcome to Hell moments.
I remember that from watching last year's.
Yeah, same. I didn't know what else was going to be changed. Like, it looks like the dungeons, besides patching out the quick tricks, the dungeons really were left untouched this year. So I was like wondering, what is the big thing that's going to plague this entire thing? And it turns out it was mostly GT.
Yeah, no, and I think they did the whole thing where they made all the dungeons harder last year. I think that was like a one-off. We'll probably see the similar changes this year in the Christmas Eve. Maybe like there's going to be a stair that lets you jump into the hero pot, without having to clip in.
I'd like that.
Yeah, so would I, because it'd be like going down the chimney.
I don't know why I even tried Harapah, but I did anyway.
It was amusing when everybody did it and saw that they got blocked. Or that it just took them back where they were.
So many just pauses, and people were like, what?
I already suspected Icebreaker wouldn't work, so I just checked it quickly. And I was like, oh, Spooky isn't going to work. I shouldn't even bother.
Yeah, it was funny just looking at wait a minute, the whole room's flipped 90 degrees. What is this?
Oh, by the way, Kappa, did you look at your ingredient list?
An ingredient list?
And that's a nope.
Oh, boy.
So if you hit L at any time, you see which dungeons you need to beat.
Oh. I just checked my map.
Yeah, you actually could have skipped out Skullwoods, Meyer, and Hera. Those bosses weren't required.
You did have to beat. You do have to get the ice right out of Hera, but Meyer and Skullwoods you didn't need to touch.
It's like, oh, I read this thing and was like, oh, the witch is going to tell me where I need to be. And she didn't tell me anything. I saw skulls on the map. So I figured we may have rolled a 10 dungeoner.
That is possible, because the seed I watched last night was a 10 dungeoner with an Aghanim requirement, so that was basically an oops all dungeons, for lack of a better term.
It's anywhere from 5 to 10.
Yeah, I knew that on the blurb. I may have missed the button needed to check the ingredients list. So that's what I came up with.
Regardless, you still was the second one as the GT.
Yeah, one thing that saved you a lot of time was saving your mirror portal after the first TR dive.
Yeah, well, I was going to do things for Ice Rod. Unfortunately, it was just on the mountain.
Yeah, we were down to either Hera or Meyer at that point, because between the four of you, you all actually full cleared the game pretty fast. We were in Ice Rod no mode at 34 minutes.
Wow. And I don't typically dive into pod right away, but the way the seed presented itself, I felt that that was my best opportunity to try and get ahead, because this field, everybody in this community knows how to route this game extremely well. So I felt I needed something like that to push the game into my favor just a little bit. I'd like to think it helped a little bit, but who knows?
Yeah, because pod was pretty loaded today because it had mitts and hookshot. Although, I'm trying to think. Did Swamp have anything particularly good besides... Actually, really...
Yeah, no. So Swamp basically had nothing other than Flute.
And even then, you didn't need that today.
No.
That easily could have been skipped out.
I stalled the mountain pretty much forever, trying to get a one trip. Kinda did.
Yeah, my order of operations, I mean, that could have got me, but today it wound up being the right order of operations.
Well, with that, is there anything else you folks want to say about the seat before we close out this afternoon?
Mercy for Ganon ever. Except for that one time. I clicked it to see what it did.
No, you didn't get dunked on. Little Undertale reference there, but honestly, GG to everybody who ran in this, and hats off to the folks behind the scenes who put this Halloween hack together, because this was amazing. By far the best one yet, if I had to basically wager,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
Yeah, a whole custom dungeon and a meme-worthy boss fight. I'll gladly enjoy watching one of those any day.
Same here.
Based with that, again, we want to also take a minute to shout out our trackers, Professor Pixie, 2D Tones, and Valady92 for coming in to give us a hand today, pressing all the buttons. And given how fast things popped up today, they were put to work for sure. If you are looking for more festive action here on the Link to the Past Randomizer, we will be back with another Festive Seed tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, channel to be determined. That should be equally good of a time, because I certainly had a great time going into this festive. And Kuchiri, thank you for joining me up here in the booth today.
Oh yeah, for sure. And don't forget to follow all the Speed Gaming channels. We got all kinds of races like this throughout the weeks and the months. We also have some foreign language channels if you speak another language. Check those out as well. And yeah, may the Triforce be for all of you guys, and have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We'll see you next time.
Christmas.
No, do not bring that up. Do not bring that up right now. Out. Bad Kappa. It's Halloween.
We're 2 months early.
Okay.
See you, folks.
See ya.
Good night.
GG's.